Hey guys, Vico here. This is the Murmansk. It's a Tier 5 premium cruiser. All it is basically is a souped up Omaha. The history of it goes back to the Lend-Lease time when the British and the Americans lent the Russians tanks and vessels for their usage because they didn't have any. The Churchill 3 is an example. This Murmansk is another one. So the Murmansk is pretty nice. A lot of people complain that it's overpowered. It might be, but I'm not going to complain openly. I really like it. I had the Murmansk in closed beta testing, and then after the wipe, I got lazy and decided to buy one. If you really want one yourself, it's $16 US in the premium shop, 15 euros about, and £10 sterling if you're in Great Britain. So the Murmansk is pretty nice. It does have the ability to launch a spotter aircraft so you can get long-range shots and torpedoes. We're going to go in more detail here right now. But before we begin, I need to apologize for the quality of the audio, and during the gameplay you'll see that I do it all in one shot. My editing is all stock from the computer. I don't have anything fancy like Power Director or anything like that, so it would help if you guys gave the videos a like and subscribe. The quality will get better as I invest more in things. I hope to get some World of Tanks Blitz replays up as soon as I figure out the best mirroring software to put that up. I found that for World of Tanks I'm just not that good of a player. But World of Tanks Blitz, I'm doing better every day, and I look at the stats and I find myself being usually top in stats, so I think that's where I'm going to sit. I don't like to lose too much because that's not fun. Well, back to the Murmansk. Sorry about that. Alright, so the modules. Alrighty. 152mm guns, and they are great. HE shell damage is at 2200 and AP is at 3100, and you'll see in the gameplay that I shoot both. At distance I shoot AP for plunging fire, and then I use HE when I need to perpetuate a fire to keep it going. Other than that, AP is where it's at for this. The torpedoes, don't count these out as a last stand or a last minute oh no. I would use wide spreads at the 8-kilometer range of these torpedoes as maybe an area denial, and they do launch on both sides one at a time. Don't count these out as just a last minute thing. And the gunfire control, yep, firing range 14.8 kilometers. That's nasty. I do believe, and I don't have an Omaha yet, I do believe that is more so than the Omaha. You can correct me in the comments if necessary. Propulsion's not too bad. Maximum speed is 34 knots. That is, wow, that's better than the some destroyers at its tier lower. My Minakaze, I think, just slightly under that. What's Minakaze? Let's look at that here. Minakaze, okay, 39. I was wrong. Good enough. But you can keep pace at least. So survivability looks good. I did survive. It'll take a hit, and you can bounce shots. I've seen a shot when I was in closed beta bounce off of like back here somewhere. Artillery looks great. Main battery 14.8. So 152 millimeters are really nasty. And then back here. Oh yeah, look at that. Ugly ship, if you're into the looks, but it gets the job done, and these torpedoes, do not count them out. I can't stress that enough. A spread of 3 on both sides, on here, and you could use those for air denial or quick attack if you make your spread narrow. Maneuverability is pretty damn good. The turning circle radius, 590 meters. The rudder shift, 5 seconds. That is not bad compared to some of the Japanese battleships. And that spotter aircraft is perfect when you're shooting around mountains or you're coming up on trying to cap something with small mountains. I've never used it before. This is my first game you're going to see in the Murmansk since the open beta came out. All in all, not bad. Great moneymaker since it's a premium ship. So if you just want some quick cash and you don't like the Atlanta because of its speed, I need to get better at the Atlanta. The speed isn't bad, the maneuverability is good, but the range in the Atlanta, I thought it'd be a moneymaker, and I need to adjust how I play the Atlanta. I need to grind up some tiers and actually learn gameplay a little better before I go back to my Atlanta. But the Murmansk, I'm really good with it, and as you see in the gameplay, not bad at all. So I appreciate you guys watching, and go ahead and give the video a like, post comments at the bottom, and subscribe if you could. On to the gameplay. Okay, here we are in the Murmansk, looking good. If you notice, I used my ability here to the spotting aircraft. Give me a little range on that Phoenix there. Since the closed beta, this didn't exist until now after the open beta, and it really comes in handy, but as you can see, my shot placement is god-awful, really. But I'm letting my destroyers do some screening there, and we are taking some shots. Not bad. But that spotting aircraft really does come in handy. It's too bad I'm not using it. There we go. A minute left of it. There we go. That's amazing. I'm able to lob shots right over that mountain. Now this is just like the Omahas. It's just a Lend-Lease version that the Russians used. But because it's a premium vessel, you do get some perks at the end with your base experience and whatnot. And that Omaha's coming around the corner, and I believe, yep, he is stopped. There we go. I'm going to speed the gameplay up here. And I'm hugging the map. There we go. Okay. So the Phoenix. I don't remember what I was aiming at. One thing about the torpedoes on the Murmansk that I really like is that they have an 8-kilometer range. That is outstanding for not only a last stand kind of thing, but right here, this situation here. Now, he got taken out, but that would have been a great spread if it hit him. I had it on a wide spread just to make sure one of them hit. And this Omaha, he's going to get taken out. And as you can see, my aim is absolutely atrocious. And we're only up to 7 hits. I wouldn't mind getting some experience here. What I end up doing here, good job, is going after this Hosho. As you can see, I'm using HE right now to put him on fire. He put his fire out, I put him on fire again. Now I went to high explosive because of the plunging fire. As the arc of my rounds go up into the air and down, I'm able to do more total damage with my AP rounds. Of course, I'm being spotted by their CV. And here come the torpedoes. And they're going away from me. However, I believe there's a bomber there it is. I didn't catch this bomber coming in. And I'm lined up perfectly for his attack. Here he comes. And there we are. Set me on fire. Oh well. Speed the gameplay up a little bit. The Bogue. I feel bad for Bogue players. That's just such a low tier for aircraft carriers. They don't have a chance, and they only start out with, what is it, 1 fighter, 1 bomber squadron. That's not good. Oh, I hate it when I do this. There we go. Okay. So I'm just taking care of the Bogue, and as you can see on the rest of the map, let me slow it down here. Everybody else is still in the south hanging out. We're looking good, and we're doing a number on their team, where most of their team, except for the Bogue here, is right in the middle on B, so they're pretty much just shooting fish in a barrel. So let's speed it up. I only got 69 hits. It's time to go after the New York. Let's speed up the gameplay. And what I'm doing is using my spotting aircraft ability. And every time I switch to free camera and back, it messes up my camera, and I'm not able to use it appropriately. Let me see if I can slow down the gameplay and see if that works. One thing I really need to learn about, there we go, about recording is trying to edit my recording better so that I'm not doing this in real time like I am now. So AP shots for plunging fire using my spotting aircraft. And I'm really not doing anything job other than harassing him. He knows someone's shooting at him. I think all of us are. But he's running, giving our other guys over there, our other New York, a chance, and our Wyoming and our Furataka to take him out. Not bad. I'm going to speed up the gameplay. Slow it down a little bit here. Yep. That spotting aircraft comes in awful handy, and that would have been nice to have in closed beta. It really would have been nice. But I'm at 91 hits with one, and I took the second base, 867 points. Right now this is just simple cleanup. Switch over to first person. Now for the Omaha there, I figured maybe I could get a torpedo shot in. There's really no risk of hitting anybody else. So I sent the torpedoes out, and now it's just cleanup. Oops, let me slow it down the game. There we go. So that's what I'm looking at there. So all I'm trying to do now is catch him on fire, perpetuate the fire. Okay, victory. 160,000 credits, almost 2,000 base experience, 111 free experience, 111 hits, 2 shot down, 2 incapacitations, 2 destroyed, 6 set on fire, 6 fires I should say, 3 Citadel hits, and 1 base capture. I came in second place. Not bad for my first game. And here's what I really like: 19,000 AP shell hits, 34,000 damage for HE, and 18,000 damage for fires. This proves that you can switch out your rounds between AP and HE, and you shouldn't have any issues. Okay folks, that's it for the Murmansk. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you next time.